So now our quadratic equation is based on a ski jumper jumping off of a ski jump. So we have a ramp that has a height of 5 meters. We have the equation of the ramp. And I want to know how long the ski jumper holds this pose. Well, in order to figure out how long he holds the pose, we also have to know what height he holds the pose until. Holds the height until he's 4 meters above the water. So that tells us h, which we can plug into the equation. The point O's don't really make a difference. And I see I made a boo-boo. I put 2 equals instead of a plus sign there. And just like before, we have to have a 0 on one side of the equation. So we'll subtract 4 from both sides. And now we'll turn to the calculator, and we'll put that in. And it doesn't matter that this is in a different order than the last time. It doesn't matter the order we put the terms into the calculator, so long as we just put it in correctly. So we start like that. We graph. And while you might think that this is a decent window setting, we actually have too steep of a curve to actually do a whole lot with our zeros function. So I don't need to do a zoom fit though, because I have both x-intercepts on the graph. I'm just going to need to change my y min and my y max a little bit, so I can just see the hump of the parabola. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to start with just the y max. We'll see what 30 does. That actually appears to be pretty well good enough. So I'll go in, second trace, option 2. My cursor is right in the middle. Not quite sure that that's to the left of that x-intercept, so I'm going to move it back a couple of spots. And you'll notice if I move it one spot, it's right there. If I move it another spot, it's actually gone off the screen. So we do need to leave it there. Enter to confirm. Right bound, make sure I move it a couple spots extra. It doesn't matter if you move it a little too far to the right. Too much is better than not enough. So confirm that. I'll guess. And our 0 happens at t equals negative 0.04 seconds. Repeat that for the other x-intercept. Move my left bound over so it's closer to that one. Back one more just to be safe. Get my right bound. Move close to guess, and to be honest, neither of these 2 points are a really good guess, but it's the best we can do with what we have. So for the second point, we get 5.03 seconds. Now you may have already thought of this. I haven't addressed it until now, but that first answer we got of negative 0.04 seconds, that answer makes absolutely no sense. We need to reject it simply because, talking about a negative time, that would be before the ski jumper actually left the top of the jump, which we know doesn't matter. He has to hold that ski jump for 5.03 seconds. So sometimes, depending on the situation, we may actually have to reject an answer in a quadratic equation.